Good morning, everyone. Well, today I'm on to vintage, and this is a pretty big stack, so I might not get through the other one that I pulled out. I love vintage papers. I used to just buy them all the time, not really use them because it's like, you know, I used to scrap chronologically. So, and I started with my youngest child, which was a bonus child, and then it's like, you know, it took so long just to catch up to, well, my oldest daughter, and I never actually finished my two daughters, and so I still have them. And the first, of course, the firstborn has so many pictures. Okay, so I mean, I love these. I just don't know. I guess if I ever get to grandparents or something, if I ever scrapbook them, I don't know. I should have went through these without you looking. It's almost embarrassing. Okay, now this was actually in one of those 8x8s, and it was in the childhood thing. But I think it looks very vintage, so I'm going to keep it in here. Actually, I'm going to put it in the front. I don't know about this one. I'm going to set it aside for now. I don't know if I'll use it for anything. This, I could put it in brown, but it says Heritage, so I'm going to keep it here. And it's by Paper Pizzazz. And this one's probably hot off the press. Is that actually Pizzazz? I think it might be. And this one here, I bought it because, you know, I'm a designer, and furniture was my favorite class when I went to school. So I have this. See, it's like, I don't know what I would ever do with it. It's Paper Pizzazz also. Oh yeah, they are hot off the press. And but they've been in my stash for 20 years. And then like this one, it could be in browns or in with men's. I think I actually have one in brown too. Now this is For the Record, and it's very vintagey. Vintagey, isn't that a word? And so, do I want to keep this here or put it someplace else? Could go in travel. It's very vintage. Let me look through it a little bit. And actually, I'm going to stick that in this in the front because it's a kit. If I'm going to keep it, well, I'm going to keep it. It's just, am I going to keep it here? Could break it down and put it in the color section. Love the gingham. I would have used that if I would have realized that was in there. Maybe I need to just put the sticker sheet someplace and then pull some of them out. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take out this green, this yellow, and put them in my color. I will leave this stuff here. If I decide to use it, then I know where it's at. I mean, I'll remember it looks vintage, and since I'm saving this, I can go, oh, I can put a yellow gingham with it. This one still looks too vintage for me to use it for anything else. Same with this. Now, I could use the yellow, because yellow is one of the colors I think I'm lacking. So I'm going to put that in yellow. Now, could use these in kitchen, but I've got plenty of that stuff. So I'm going to keep that there. I've got plenty of black and white dots, so I'll keep that there. I've got plenty of red and white dots, so I'll leave that here. I'll keep that here. I'll keep that here too, because I got plenty of flowers. Okay, and then I've got these. I think I'm not going to keep that. I know did I just stick these in? I might have just stuck these in here. Okay, I'm sticking this in the front section. Okay, so I'll be in the front of loose papers. Okay, so there's I'm trying to, I have a 14 written on this for some reason. Okay. So I do have one kit, and I know I'm going to have at least one more, and it's right here. Now this is Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Ancestry, and I pulled in some other things that I put with that, so I'm going to keep that there. And I'd probably pull in any of this stuff. This is such a pretty collection. And what did I think I scrapbooked my husband an old time photo that he took when he used to have an old time photo shop. And look at that, that's gorgeous. That could be used for any day, any day. These. And I think I purchased this Peachy Cheap, and look at that, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Now this one, I must have purchased it this is Reflections by Lori Whitlock, so it's an Echo Park, and I'm sure I got this at Tuesday morning. So I'm gonna keep this here because that looks vintage. And this here. And I would normally just take that wood out because, but now I've seen my wood, I've got plenty. This is so pretty. There's more stamps. Now you know what? I have those other stamps. Oh, they're a lot more vibrant. I guess I'll save them. And this is pretty neat. I love the keys. But see, this is one I bought, like, I don't know why I bought it, because look at how much stuff I have that I just bought, piece by piece. Except for this is a lot, nicer weight. These things are all pretty flimsy. But I love how this looks, and I've used it. I think I used that on my husband's photo. Here's dictionary definitions. And it's like, I just like buy it because I had to have it. That's from K & Company. This is so cool, and this must have came with something. Must have been in a paper pad. Okay, this is heavier paper, so I'm gonna put this here. I know this is from a paper pad, but I don't think it was from the same one. And now this was from that icy blue, and I think I have 3 of these, and I put one in foil. But I thought I'd put one in here because if I'm looking for a map, I probably would look here. But it's so gorgeous. And same with this, I put one in here, And then I put one in blue probably. And here's another one. Okay, I'm gonna put the blue somewhere else because these are all similar. And this must, oh, you know, this was a Tim Holtz paper pad. And I bought it for like the ledger. And I just can't believe how many papers are in this. It's enormous. And really neat looking things. I mean, I used some of this in a layout I did of my grandpa and my cousin. I mean, this would be cute, just cut up and, or use like this and then put like vintagey looking embellishments here and a couple of photos. So, I don't know, I know I have some neat pictures of my great-grandmother and of all my grandmas. I have, two of them I have wedding pictures, and then one, I'm not sure what it was because it almost looks like it, well, they're not dressed like for a wedding, but it's just like a couple photo, but the baby had to be in the picture is what my grandma said. It's funny listening to stories. Oh, and my grandmother, when she got married, her dress looked just like if during the how they dressed back in the roaring 20s or the gay 90s, whatever they called that time period. So these are all from that Tim Holtz pad. Look at this. Something about this, I love it. It's got like, this looks like a pattern. You got the beautiful floral. And here's patterns back here. Yeah, that's just gorgeous. I'll take one that way. Looks like old wallpaper. Yeah, I bought it for the ledger and it was nothing like really what I thought I was getting. I was just trying to hunt down a big stack of ledger. But I've had to collect them one by one. Just like, you know, it's like the wood. When I started collecting wood, you know, the wood veneer paper, or whatever, the wood grain paper, it's like I had to collect that one by one. And then, you know, pretty soon, Simple Stories came out with that. Simple Vibes or something, and it's got the wood grain on one side and ledger on the other side. But this is all neat paper, but I probably only need half of it. There's another map. So maybe I can divide that up later. I don't know if, I'd have to really look through it. And then these are, I have a book that maybe has like this kind of stuff in it. I don't know where this came from, but I do have a book with like some little stuff in it. Okay, I'm putting that there to divide this. Now this looks like vintage writing on old lace. And this is die cut with a view. Juniper script on fossil. And here's some more. Like, look at this. I love buttons, so this, I mean, I could use this anywhere. In fact, maybe I should put it somewhere else. Like, I mean, that could be on a baby page. I don't know where I want to put that. Let me think about that. Here's, or maybe I could put it like, see my mom sewed, maybe I'll put it in crafts. My little craft section. And here's wedding, so I'm gonna put that in a wedding section. See, I just thought everything looked vintage. This could be, this looks vintage, but it might look summer. This looks like wedding. This looks like wedding. I think I'm gonna stick these in wedding just because they're lace. They look like they came from a book. Here is family tree. I'm gonna put that in documented. This looks like document, or it could have been like where they sign their wedding thing. So I'm gonna put that in with love and wedding. I'll just put this whole thing in with love and wedding, I think. Oh, this looks vintage again. Here's more of the buttons. Putting them. Sewing or crafting. See, I love that so much. I had to get, how many? 3. And these. Oh my gosh. And I still love them. It's like, I just don't know. Now, a couple of times I get thinking about it and then I pull stuff out. So maybe I'll do that. Sold map. Here's another one of these little ones. Okay, I know I have one of these in there. It's that one. These things, they are just so cute. And I've cut some of them apart. I almost wonder if I should just cut them apart or if I see them easier this way. I'm gonna put that in with sewing. Here's a vellum one. It's got the buttons and stuff. So maybe I would use them for like the crafting. And I'll keep one in here. Because I got 2 vellum. Or no, these are just the embossed ones. So I'm gonna take a full embossed one and one vellum one to put in that section. This was from a magazine from Stampington and Company where you could cut these out and use them for something. I am gonna put those in the front because if I do some old pictures, I might use that. This is kind of cool. That's from probably one of those 2. Look at this. This is Prima. And again, it's like I bought it and here it sits. It's so beautiful. Where can I put this? Because I don't think this has to look vintage. I'm gonna put this in with girly stuff. With girly paper. I mean, it looks vintage, but I'll use it first in the girly section. And this could be girl, off-white, baby. Maybe I'll put it in baby. It'll probably get used faster there. Okay, and I have one of these in the front. This is real pretty. And this came in a paper pad, I think. I don't think this was with vintage, but it looks vintage. But where can I put it that I will use it? I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it in flower or orange. Okay, and then I have this. And again, I think this is really pretty. I've had it forever. Do I need to keep keeping it? I just need somebody here singing, let it go, let it go, let it go. I just don't, I think I've used one of these. Maybe I'll stick it in flower. Maybe I'll get some attention there. I might have just stuck these in here. I don't know. I'm gonna stick this in flower because it doesn't look like anything here. I don't think I love this. I'm taking it out. What to do? I think these ones I just stuck in here. I don't know. Do I want to keep this? I think I stuck it in here from flowers or something. I'm gonna stick it down here. think about it. And this is a Melissa Francis. And I just stuck this here because it looked vintage. But it doesn't look like the rest of this vintage to me. So now I want to put it back in the flowers. I don't know. It's one that, I'm going to put it down here. Think about it. Okay, and this looks like what? The 50s, the 60s, probably the 60s. And it looks like we went to Florida in the 60s. I could maybe scrapbook something from my husband's time because I know he lived there for a while. So I'm gonna stick it in the man paper. Okay, and this this looks like it could be many happy returns. It almost looks like it could be like travel, but vintage travel. So I guess I'll leave it here. Okay, and I've got this. Okay, and the other thing I have this ephemera book. And again, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I would ever use it. I mean, I did use some stuff out of it because I would do like some altered art and stuff, but I don't know. I think I need to look through it. Maybe just pull out anything that I think I would use and get rid of the rest. Because I could maybe use some of the game things. Like there was one day I was actually looking for game stuff and I never thought about this. So maybe I need to tear it apart and then put it in different places. Okay, so that's my thoughts on it. And I'm gonna stick this in there because I think maybe it came from there. I'm not sure. Okay, so, and then this here, I know I did use one of these these are like super duper heavy cardstock. So I used some of these in the scrapbook page I made of my husband where he was dressed up like a cowboy. And I did like that in there. So I am gonna save these because I think one of them I actually used the size that it was. So I've got the, what did I have? 3 actual, I think I had 3 kits in the front. And I did take a few papers from them. Okay. Oh, and then this here. I'm gonna put that over there. This here came with a calendar that I had from 2009, and it's stickers, but they're very shiny. They're beautiful. I'm just wondering, would I use them, or should I just give them to the grandkids? Oh, and this is actually paper. Huh. Okay, now I'm kind of intrigued. There's 2 pieces like this, but they are shiny. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that too. I don't know. And it did come with a calendar, but it was the 20th anniversary. Oh, it's actually called a scrapbooking kit included. And who made this? This is by Cynthia Hart. And it's very, very pretty. I will have to think about that one too. If I save it, I'm gonna stick it in the love section. So I'm gonna go through this book and tear that out. But I think I'm gonna stop here today because the other two, I have one or two, I think I just have one section over here, but I'm already quite far into this time-wise. So I did take out a couple things, and I got a couple things to tear apart, and I put two things that are gonna go in color. All right, so that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.